Hello everyone, I have the pleasure and honor of welcoming Dr. Kartik Gupta today. Let me tell about the achievement of Dr. Kartik. Dr. Kartik has achieved a rank 7 in AIMS PG November 2015. We congratulate you on your wonderful performance and the great rank that you have secured. Just share with us, how are you feeling?
It has actually not sunk in yet कि I don't have to study from tomorrow. I'll have to study eventually. But no more revision, no more mock tests. I think it will take some time to really adjust myself that I've actually got what I wanted.
Well, that's great. It's actually a human nature. To take some time to understand that what you have achieved. Well, we congratulate you formally, and we carry on our conversation here. Dr. Karthik, just tell me that there would be very many people supporting you. How did your parents, family, and friends contribute to your success?
Definitely, I mean there is a whole army of people behind me. My parents, my family, they always tell me to be grounded and just focus on what is required. And they always tell me that whatever happens, I mean, give your best. That's the only thing you can do, because the rest is in God's hands. And moreover, I'd like to thank my entire AIMS fraternity, my college, my seniors, my batchmates, my juniors. Really, they help me a lot. It's a whole kind of we are a group. We study as a group, and that actually is the key to whatever I have achieved. I really thank them for it, and I hope in the future also we maintain this cohesion that we have in a college.
That's very well, and I wish you and all the people who have contributed to every bit to your success all the very best in life. Carrying on this discussion a little further, let me ask you my favorite question, and an input that every aspirant would like to know. How did you prepare for your exams? I mean, was it more theory oriented? Was it more selective study? Or how did you manage your time? How did you study for the exam?
So I like to answer this by dividing it into three parts. Like, if you are when I joined MBBS in first year, I was more of kind of studying what only for my exams, like only from my professionals, only for my mid-sems or end-sems or whatever that we usually do. From second year onwards, I started going into the deeper layers of it, beyond what my seniors told me that this would be ours, ये तो पढ़ना ही नहीं है, सिर्फ इस पे question आता है. Beyond that, I started doing a little bit of leisure reading in pathology and pharmacology from the standard textbooks. No, I didn't touch any MCQ books back then. Then after my second prop got over in 6th semester, I really then I thought of really preparing for PG entrance examination. Before that, I was only doing leisure reading. I read all the standard textbook, Robbins and KDT and everything. In 6th semester, I started preparing for it, and I was not too much into it. I used to study the books, the standard books, Harrison's, Bailey and Love, and all the standard textbooks that you have, and I kept that as the benchmark throughout my preparation. Even during internship, if I had something that I was doubtful about, I knew where the answer is given in the book. So that 6th and 7th and 8th semester, when I was reading the standard textbook, I really it was the most fruitful time of my life, because whenever you are in dilemma, you can actually know where the answer lies. So that's how I prepared.
And let me ask you here straight away, how do you think that DAMS has helped you in your preparation?
DAMS, I don't know. I mean, there are no words that I could actually express my gratitude towards the entire faculty of DAMS, because when you are studying alone, you are studying in the library, you kind of don't have an idea that what is, because books are retrospective. What has happened in the last 5 years, that gets published in Harrison also. So beyond that, like if it's published in 2010, so 2010 2015, everything is the same thing. So what has happened in 2013 2014 is not given in the textbooks. So you have to have some source which is giving you this information that what is new, and in this case DAMS is the best place because of the updates of the huge presence it has in the internet, in the form of cloud services, in the form of Facebook pages, you are constantly in touch of what is really going on and what is beyond the textbook, because 60 to 70% of people would be reading the textbooks, and when you are, it is okay for your knowledge purposes, passing the professional examinations, but competition demands what else do you know. इसके बाद क्या?
Absolutely.
वो तो मुझे भी आता है, वो तुझे भी आता है, then it is of no advantage. थोड़ा तो होता ही है, बेस थोड़ा अच्छा होना चाहिए, but what next? What next is DAMS. कि क्या आने वाला है आगे? It's all about prediction. जो entrance examinations हैं, it is not actually, knowledge is only 70 to 80% of it. 20% is ये examiner क्यों पूछना चाहता है? What next? क्या अभी आया है और क्या पूछा जाएगा? So this is what I learned in DAMS, how to predict what is next.
Well, thank you very much for your valuable inputs. Let me remind my listeners here that I'm talking to Dr. Kartik Gupta, rank 7, AIMS PG, November 2015. बातचीत का सिलसिला थोड़ा आगे बढ़ाते हैं यहाँ पर. Let me just ask Dr. Kartik that people tell me that time management is the key to success for such difficult exams. How did you manage your time, or how did you calculate your time, day wise, week wise, month wise, to get such a wonderful rank?
So I'll practically give you an example. I started preparing around from January, February, March. I had my rural posting, so I don't actually count that as my preparation. I was not actually studying. So from April onwards, I started preparation, serious preparation. I mean, I didn't count actually how many hours I was putting in. A major part, when I start a subject, for example, I am studying ophthalmology, whereas there are huge amount of resources available. You have 10 books available, you have coaching notes, you have your class notes and everything. 20 to 30% of my time goes in devoting कि क्या पढ़ना है. ये तो ठीक है, ये तो मैं नहीं पढ़ सकता. I can't read Parson, I can't read खुराना, मैं नहीं पढ़ सकता. So पढ़ना क्या है, सीनियर से पूछा, जो मेरे कंटेम्प्रेरीज हैं, अच्छा तुम क्या पढ़ रहे हो, देन आई रीच ए कंसेंसस, यही पढ़ना है और ये एंड तक यही पढ़ना है. इसके बाद पार्सन में क्या दिया है, एक दो पॉइंट ऊपर से ऐड कर लूँगा एमसी को देख के क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट दिस इज मेरी औकात इतनी है, मैं इसके बाहर नहीं जाऊँगा और मुझे यही पढ़ना है और यही रिवाइज करते रहना है, सो दैट इससे क्वेश्चन आए तो गलत नहीं होना चाहिए. That is my strategy, and rest 60-70% of that time goes into revising that. But when you are preparing for PG, talk to people, talk to your faculty at DAMS, coaching institute में पूछो कि पढ़ना क्या है, because a lot of people, it's hard work is a vector quantity. You are working hard, that's different. It's a vector quantity. You need to have a direction.
Direction as well. Great. Yes.
So people are not having direction right now. They are studying everything available in the market, but that is not what required. You need to have a direction. So that is what I got at DAMS.
Right. So, well, I think all my listeners would also agree, and you would agree in particular, that in the past some time the PG exam has gone a lot of changes. A total somersault has been seen in the pattern of questions and in the way of the paper is set. So, do you think DAMS helped you, in any way? The exclusive club we have, the opportunity students have to ask questions and get prompt answers. Do you think is it useful for the aspirants?
Yeah, frankly speaking, I gave all the DAMS mock that used to come around the third week of the month, and that used to be my benchmark. Okay, where do I stand? Because DAMS has the largest population of students in the country, so that is more of reflective of where you stand, because it's important in competition to actually, like, I scored around 40-50 rank in maybe May. Then I revised my two subjects, ENT and Optha. Then what was in June, what was in July, what was in August. So this kind of, there is a graph. If you prepare, then how are you faring as compared to the country? And the detailed analysis that is given by DAMS, like ENT में आपके इतने सही हुए, ENT में आपकी percentile इतनी है. So that really helps you understand that मैंने इतना X amount of hard work डाला, and this Y is the output. So which is the most productive subject? And उसके अलावा I used to log into DAMS Sky and DAMS Cloud. जब पढ़ने का मन नहीं करता था कि किताब नहीं पढ़नी, then virtual media is a very good way of, the teacher is in front of you, you just listen, and 10 बातें सुनोगे तो 3-4 बातें तो रह ही जाएंगी दिमाग में. So that used to be around 11:30 or 1 when I was not in a mood to study. I just switched on to Cloud. जो lectures होते थे, जो TNTs के discussion होते थे, I just used to listen to it. Nothing much, but it's kind of something gets stuck. And then when you get up in the morning, this is revise कि अच्छा ये point सुना था, so let me just take a hold of it. That is how DAM's internet services helped me.
That's great, and thank you very much for your valuable inputs. I think you're aware, Dr. Kartik, that DAMS conduct a DVT session. It's a 3 day long visual treat, DAMS visual treat we call, wherein all the subjects visual questions are discussed, and we conduct it at Talkatora Stadium every year. Did you get a chance to be a part of it?
No, I actually wanted to become a part of it, but somehow my preparation and my timetable that I had prepared couldn't afford me those 3 days. But I got the matter. I watched the video on YouTube, and it is all the more important from now coming years. Like 52 questions, I think, in AIMS this year were visual-based questions.
Yes.
So it is the examination is going more on the practical aspects, like epidural puncture needle. If you are dropping a year and if you're studying, then I don't think you will ever watch an epidural needle in emergency or anywhere. So that is where the actual purpose of DVT comes in. That makes you afresh of Jamshedi's needle, and all the questions that came, 60 to 70% were covered by DVT. So it is all the more important in the coming year.
That's great. That's great. Thank you very much. And let me just ask you that we also conduct CBT, right? That is, we try to be very particular in conducting in the same atmosphere and the level of the exam also. By any matter of chance, if you have taken the CBT, or what is your take on that?
Yeah, I took the CBT, and I got rank 1 in the CBT examination.
That's what I just wanted to know. I did not say that from my own mouth because that would have been unfair. But let my listeners get this, that he was rank 1 in our CBT as well. And kindly continue, Dr. Kartik.
So it is the closest that you can be to the actual examination system, because the prometric method of calculation is used in it. The invigilators are quite serious. They are not, it is just a mock. They don't actually treat it as a mock. The students around are serious, and you get a detailed analysis. 3-point figures were given in this CBT analysis, and it is quite good. It gives you a, it was just 1 month before my AIMS entrance, and I had not given much mocks before that. So I was kind of, in the air, ki yaar, where do I stand in the country? So when the results came, I was like shocked maybe, कि अच्छा यार मैं भी कुछ हूँ, मतलब I also stand somewhere. So it is kind of encouraging, and everybody should give it because of the experience, because of the kind of questions that are asked, and because of the level of the paper and the 3 percentile score they give.
That's great to hear from you. We all know that Dr. Kartik, you have been associated with DAMS from quite some time.
Yeah.
What is your take on the study material of DAMS?
Study material is really concise. It is to the point. I mean, it is made from the standard textbook, so you don't need to worry about the authenticity of it. It is made by faculty. So I read ENT, I read radiology, I read medicine, I read surgery. These are the ones which were the only source that I referred to while doing these subjects. So it is really good. In the past, I think 2 or 3 months, they have come up with this Last Look series and Harrison updates. I couldn't really, because I am a kind of a person, I read one thing, then I keep stuck on it, कि मुझे यही पढ़ना है end तक. So I couldn't actually go and read it, but I have seen the book. It is really good for those people, 6, 7 semester, 8, 9 semester professors who just want to brush up Harrison. It is quite good. It is authentic. It is, I think, based on 19th also, so it is an added advantage. Who have read 18th can read the 19th that book only, and that will suffice, I think.
That's great. Let me remind my listeners here that we are talking to Kartik Gupta, Dr. Kartik Gupta, rank 7, AIMS PG, November 2015. थोड़ा आपसे यहाँ पर ये जानना चाहूँगा Dr. Kartik, that any faculties in DAMS who have influenced you, during your preparation, and who have really helped you also. Would you like to mention a few names here?
Dr. Sumer Sethi, definitely. He is he called me up like 2-3 months before. He told me that कि तेरी preparation कैसे चल रही है. I was like, Dr. Sumer Sethi is calling me to DAMS headquarters and asking that because I didn't know कि मैं कहाँ stand करता हूँ. Apparently some seniors had recommended my name, so he actually took personal care in my preparation, and that happens, I think, with every student. Dr. Sumer Sethi is very student friendly. I have seen him interact with many people. He considers the students' problem as his problem, and the motto of DAMS, that is student first, really holds true, because whenever I am in doubt, I contact Dr. Sumer directly, and he is very helpful to me. Beyond that, ENT, I don't remember the faculty, ENT, surgery, obs and gynae, forensic, dermatology. I really appreciate these teachers because a good teacher teaches you how to, what is the answer, and a better teacher teaches you how to attempt a question. So that how to attempt a question even if you don't know the answer, that is the main thing that you require in at least AIMS entrance exam, where the questions are you know in the air. I mean, you are left with 2 or 3 options to rule out. That is what you should know कि answer कैसे ढूंढना है. That is what you should learn and focus on.
That's great, and thank you for very much for your kind words. I think all my listeners are, all my aspirants are listening to this. These are valuable inputs, mind you. Mark the words from the champion here. Finally, let me just ask you, which branch are you going to specialize?
I plan on taking internal medicine.
Okay, that's great. Any particular reasons for that, or it's just passion?
I don't know. I think I'm more of a thinker person rather than, I like to sit back and think कि यार क्या हो सकता है ये, and I mean I try to make connections. I try to make a single diagnosis. That is what encourages me to internal medicine, and I hope that I get to do that.
You would definitely, and our most sincere blessings to you. You will definitely get that. Let me tell my listeners here that Kartik along with Lokesh was the final team in the Dams Grey Matter season 4 2015, and they have won. They are the winning team, and now I take this opportunity to congratulate for that also. And if you don't mind, let me just ask you, how was your experience in the Grey Matter quiz?
It was amazing. I mean, it is one thing doing an MCQ, it is one thing answering a question in like seconds. It really tests how frequently you have revised, how sure you are, and how intelligent you guess. So Grey Matter is I mean, it's everybody should, in every college should give this exam, because the questions are really interesting and it's a wonderful experience, trust me.
One last question, Dr. Kartik. I would really appreciate that you have been, spending time with us and being patient to our questions. As I have earlier mentioned that you have spent a lot of time with dams. So, but what difference do you feel in yourself, during association with the dams, right from the day one when you joined the course, and till the time you were ready to take the exam? What transformation, what changes do you, find in yourself because of this association with dams?
I think I have become more confident of myself, because I think when you are actually attending a classroom with so many people around, you are hearing to their queries and you are solving your queries as well, and it gives you a holistic picture actually. Sitting at home and or in a hostel or in a library becomes boring after a certain point of time. So I really logged on to the dams internet base and used to give the mocks, every mock regularly, no matter how bad it goes, every subject by test series, everything. So it gave me a sense of where I actually stand in the country and how other people are faring. So I think it really improved upon my confidence, which I carried with me during my AIMS PG entrance examination. I'd like to thank you, the entire DAMS fraternity, for this.
Well, thank you. We should thank you, Dr. Kartik, for your fair opinion on this. And before we just wind up, would you recommend that your juniors should join dams?
Definitely. I mean, it is the best thing. I mean, had I not joined dams, I don't think I would be able to get such a good rank, because that prediction I talked about, that what is next, is what you really learn about in dams. And 6th semester I think is a good time. Before that, if you can manage, cut down on your entertainment, then you can join in second year. But 6th semester is the ideal time that you should be actually, just take the plunge.
That's very kind of you, and very nice suggestion given to juniors. I think they're going to take this seriously. Thank you very much, Dr. Kartik Gupta, rank 7 AIMS PG November 2015. We wish you all the best in your life and all the future endeavors you take up.
Thank you, sir.